Alright, before I start this podcast, I noticed that 97.3% of you guys are not subscribed. And I wish this was a joke. So, click the sub button if you haven't already, and check out the Everything app, because that makes me do a lot more of these podcasts in the future, and I can promise you that there are many interesting people lined up. Alright, so let's jump straight into this podcast. So for this episode, we got the one and only Cyranek, the man who creates the visuals for many mashup artists and also started with MLG air horns a few years ago. He got an impressive following and over 750,000 on YouTube, and is close to hitting 180 million views on YouTube as well. He also got close to 150,000 followers spread out over SoundCloud, Spotify, and Twitter. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this podcast. For the people that don't know you yet, can you do a short introduction about yourself, about your channel, and what you do?
So yeah, I run a YouTube channel called Cyranek, and it's mainly focused on memes and stuff. And then I guess the niche focus is music. So you've got mashups and MIDI swaps and some other comedy type music. Stuff that you'd spam in the Discord.
Yeah, I've seen a few of your memes already on Discord, to be honest. And if you're comfortable with this, can you tell a little bit about yourself? Maybe what you do in your daily life?
Okay, so my name's Hunter. In Texas right now. I'm a computer science student. I'm in my last semester. Going to be working a software engineering job after the end of the year. And then I guess I would consider this my part-time job. I'm never planning on doing this solely. So right now it doesn't make enough money to kind of live comfortably, and I wouldn't want to base my future on that. But it's fun having a hobby to do that's kind of beneficial.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the past, like I don't know how long ago, were you considering having this as a full-time thing, or were you always having this as a hobby?
I mean, I guess like that's the dream when you're 12 years old, right?
Yeah, I mean, YouTube and Twitch in general, I feel like it's a really interesting way of doing like social media. And if you can, of course, make enough about it, it's always fun to screw around with that.
Mm-hmm. I guess in my mind, if I was making six figures and I had enough, if I could make enough money in like 10 years to retire, I would definitely go for it. Like I was one of the top 1% of YouTube / Twitch streamers. But I had the opportunity to go and get my degree, and I had good grades, so that was always kind of like, I'm going to get that done. I'm not going to focus on this completely, since I'm not like David Dobrik or...
Yeah, I mean, those people earn a ridiculous amount on YouTube, and I mean, it can always you can always dream big, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm going to be the next Mr. Beast. Watch out.
Yeah, true. And how did you actually come up with the name Cyranek?
Oh man, I've been asked this before. I'd have to go back in time, ask 15, 16-year-old me why I chose that name. I want to say it's because I had a previous username. It'll probably still be in my channel URL, the Cracky Ninja.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I was like, that's kind of hashtag cringe. I made that when I was 10 for Xbox Live gamertag. I think I put it in a word scrambler. Kind of mixed up the letters. Obviously, I didn't use all the same letters, but.
And that's how you came up with Cyranek. Right. That's where you came up with Cyranek. That's really interesting, actually.
It was kind of following the theme of the usernames when MLG was a thing.
Oh, MLG, that was also such a fantastic era. I feel like that's before, like that was the OK Buddy Retard type of stuff in 2014.
It was the Cataclysm. Yeah.
The base for memes today, yeah.
It didn't morph at all. It kind of just died out because everybody was spamming the same thing over and over and over.
There were so many green screens to make it, and then you could just shit out MLG parodies all day long.
No, I think that's that movement, or I call it a movement, like it's some sort of spiritual mecca. That whole trend was really good because when you didn't know how to edit, you're just learning how to chroma key. You can just throw explosions on the screen, and that's part of the meme is that you're shitty at editing. So it's a good point to learn.
It's fantastic. Do you still talk with people from the MLG community, or the old MLG community?
it's hard to remember like who used to make that kind of stuff because a lot of people moved on and did stuff that was way bigger than that ever was.
Like for example, I know that Dolan Dark did it. McChicken, something like that.
Chicken, yeah.
Oh, there were so many. Memulus also did it. I think Pyrocynical.
Memulus, Pyrocynical, James Key used to be Kissley.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
The Fuckers was a big one. Blazing Scrubs, who's now just Podal.
True. Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
I could go on and on.
But do you still have are you still in contact with them or
500 subscribers? I mean, I guess we're in a group chat with Dolan.
Yeah, true.
All the people I wouldn't call like big names, like Jonas Fool. Still talk to him. Yeah, a couple people stay in contact through like the occasional Steam or Discord message.
Oh yeah. Let me see. What made you go after the memes instead of like regular content on YouTube?
I guess I had tried a lot of stuff before, and granted, I was like age 10 or 12 when I started posting to YouTube, so it wasn't good. But I did like stop motion animation, and then I did like Legos, and then I did frame by frame animation, like Flipnote Studio. So I was actually drawing the stuff on a Nintendo DS, frame by frame. That got some views, nothing crazy. That got me my first paycheck. And then I was trying to do like Minecraft animations. I never like sat down and said I'm going to be big with this, but I guess when the MLG stuff happened and there was a subreddit where you could post the stuff and get views instantly, I was like, this is the golden opportunity to kind of focus on something for a bit.
And is that also how you got enrolled into the mashup edits and the music stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think when that stuff kind of died out, I had started making edits for people's SoundCloud mashups and remixes. So it's kind of the same style. It's still meme music, but it's not just air horns and intervention MW2 sounds. It's much more sophisticated. It's Big Chungus Gangnam Style mashups.
I think the first thing I think about when I look at your channel, or like when I remember your channel, is air horns. I remember you making air horn remixes all day long, or like at least a long time ago, or quite a long time ago, that you made a lot of like air horn remixes and stuff.
It's weird to think that was like a while ago because I did that for a year and a half straight. There's nothing but that. They're easy to make and they were doing really well.
Yeah, exactly. And I like, for example, Dolan Dark is from My Name is Jeff, or like that's the thing that I can connect with him with. And it's just everybody has their own unique thing on YouTube.
Yeah. Find something that works and milk it till it's dry.
Exactly. And then see if it keeps going for a while. And after that, you need to maybe change your format. And that works out for a lot of people, as you can see. All right. Do you also have someone you look up to?
Who I look up to?
Or like has inspiration on YouTube, maybe?
Inspiration on YouTube. I like fast-paced edits where you almost have to say, OMG, what just happened? And hit the arrow key to go back 15 seconds.
Oh, I love it as well. Yeah,
funny, it's people that kind of started after I did, but influenced me a lot, like early Albino or McCreamy edits, Too Mad, back when he was doing the edits. I mean, even now, dude's funny. So yeah, sort of fast-paced edits, stuff that just makes you confused, like Surreal Entertainment or Pamtree, and musical stuff. Anybody that I've worked with, I've used their music. I kind of make the visuals for it. Inspired by that.
And do they also ask you to make like videos for them, the people that are making music, or do you contact them?
That's been really nice. After doing that for a while, where I'm messaging them on SoundCloud, like, "Hey, do you mind if I make a video with this?" And then kind of just doing talent search on SoundCloud. I've started receiving messages from people that I've done work with or their friends, and they'll send me something like, hey, would you be interested in making a video for this? So I have to search for it less. It kind of gets sent to me.
That's really good, actually. Yeah.
Good songs.
And what does your family think about your YouTube channel?
That first paycheck came in and they're like, what are you doing? It's got to be illegal, right? Nobody just gets money on the internet. It's funny how they went from like watching me get excited about 5 new subscribers, like, whoa, I hit 375 today, guys. 5 new ones. I'm gonna hit 1,000 by the end of the year. To like me telling them about that, and now it's them asking me, so you're 700,000 and what now? Or
That's just crazy.
they definitely know what I'm doing. They follow me on all my socials, which sometimes backfires.
Oh yeah. You're gonna post something that's like, oh yeah, it's funny for you, but then they don't see the irony in it, for example.
Yeah.
At least from those memes from the okay but the retard stuff.
No, my dad sent me a screenshot of one of my Instagram accounts, and it was like some repost of or edit of okay buddy retard stuff. It's just like, what is this?
Oh.
It's neat. Yeah, they appreciate it. They think it's neat. They know it takes a bit of work. It's not just
And
slapping.
they also support you with it. Yeah, that's really important in my opinion.
Yeah, no, they love it. As long as I'm making time for other people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, balancing it out.
They bought me an air horn for Christmas one year. They thought that was hilarious. They got me custom pair. You know those socks or like those custom printed stuff you see on Facebook where you can get your dog on it?
Yeah.
They bought me a pair of socks with orange lad on it and thought it was the funniest thing.
I love it though. It's just like they're really trying to find unique stuff for you then.
Yeah, no, they think it's hilarious. They see the little bit of success that I've got.
And
the same kind of stuff, like with your, I guess you have a full-time job now.
Yeah, with putting videos in playlists right now. Yeah, it's my full time, or like at least it takes a big part of my day. Yeah.
Think your family is stoked about that? You explain to them.
They didn't understand it at the start, but after a while, like they stopped asking questions, since it's just like, I think it's just you're in a loop, right? You're doing the same thing, so it's not really something new that comes across. Like you still have to, like, of course, explain sometimes about what's new and stuff like that. But it's interesting. My granddad, like, he still doesn't get it. Yeah, it's just a giant question. Yeah, it's a question mark for them.
Every Christmas you got to come by and
and then you have to explain it, but next Christmas they forgot about it and you have to explain it again. That's basically how it goes. But
about what could I say that would just make them say, oh, okay. Like, I don't want to go as low as saying, or I don't know. I don't want to completely lie about what I'm doing and say, oh, I'm an accountant. But, you know, what could I say that just would have them get it right off the bat?
Yeah, I will just say curator. That's, I think, the easiest way to put it. Yeah, I mean, it's still a weird thing to do, but I like it a lot. Tastemaker. I mean, you have a lot of influence with this meme.
Fine wine, these memes.
Yeah, exactly. Like your friends, what did they like? Your family think they support you a lot? Like, do your friends also think it's fun to see?
Oh yeah, they think that's hilarious. I'll get it a lot. Like, the stuff you make is so weird, but in real life, you're not neckbeard dude. I don't know how to describe what the stereotype for that would be, but it's like, I wouldn't expect you to look like that.
When having these memes going on social media,
I wouldn't expect you to be a total Greek god bod Chad. Oh my goodness. No, I think it's neat. They love, for a while there, they loved introducing me to people as like that first and foremost.
It's a good conversation starter.
We'd go out and there'd be like a cute girl and they'd be like, yo, have you met my friend? He does this. And then I'd have to like explain it to him.
Yeah, like I said, it's an icebreaker. Did you ever meet someone famous thanks to your YouTube channel?
I keep thinking about this. I realize that I've been doing this for like 5 years now, and the only YouTuber that I've met was Logan Paul by chance.
Oh, was
Some
it?
deli in New York.
I was about to say I saw the picture on in a restaurant.
Yeah, it just funny that I haven't met anybody else. I guess actually, there's a guy at my university who does fishing videos, and he's got 150,000 subscribers. I got to meet him. He's a pretty cool dude. So I've met another YouTuber, somebody who does that for a living, and it's cool to get to talk to somebody who understands like
The YouTube game.
the YouTube game.
Exactly.
I joke with him like, people know what YouTube is, they know what fishing is. He just says, I make fishing videos, and then my explanation's a bit more convoluted.
Yeah, that's. I was about to say it's probably going to be interesting to explain to them what you do. It's something else besides fishing, that's for sure. Also, between what time are you usually most productive when you make your videos?
I feel like when I get an idea and I say, oh man, I got to make this right now. I'm not busy with anything. I just stop what I'm doing and work for an hour or two and make it something easy to make.
So you
I don't
don't.
procrastinate whenever it's like, oh, this is trending. I've got to make something about this so I can get views and continue being relevant.
Yeah, what is the most useful thing you learned thanks to YouTube then, or thanks to what you do, and that you can use in real life?
I guess Photoshop, first and foremost. That's like so useful for everything. I think any field that you go into, you could spice things up with Photoshop work or edit your own photos.
And it all came out of shit posts. That's the beauty about it.
Yep. I make shit posts, but I could edit your wedding photos if you wanted me to.
Exactly. And also, like with productivity, how I said, you don't have any pressure with your YouTube channel to perform or to upload.
I mean, it's nice. It's all self-managed. Or I mean, I work, but
yeah, I mean, don't you ever feel like pressure to upload whenever you haven't uploaded in a week, for example?
Oh yeah, I try to do it once a week. That's been getting worse and worse. So I do put pressure on myself. There's definitely like an anxiety of, I haven't posted in 3 weeks. I'm doing something wrong, but I don't just want to put something terrible up.
Yeah, quality above quantity.
Yeah, I mean, it's still shit posting, but.
Yeah, shitpost you can wait sometimes. I mean, and also that's been really dry season lately when it comes to memes. So that can also put like a little bit of pressure on yourself because you don't know what's trending or like something new is happening. Since with Corona it has been so like recycled. Yeah, there's a lot of recycled content, and then yeah, it's just gonna be rough.
Kind of like, oh, new video game's out. Let's talk about that. About as far as it goes now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Also, what made you stand out from YouTube? Well, like, what made you unique? Since like there might be 10 people doing the same thing as you, but what made you stand out?
Try to think about that. I guess I don't stick to one thing for too long. I mean, the air horns I did for God knows how long, but I've done the mashup stuff. Done like surreal memes. I'll animate those. I suppose I kind of started that, but I don't know. I could post something like a mashup, and then I could post okay, buddy, retard type stuff. Is that answering the question? Variety.
Yeah, okay, that says. I mean,
it feels like whatever I post, it's going to get some views. People are going to watch it. There's not a. And
then you have to be lucky with the algorithm in that way.
Yeah.
I mean, consistency is what made you stand out then. Just with the air horns and stuff. Since someone can upload 10 air horn remixes and just stop after that, but you just kept going.
Kept going. Animated every single air horn.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, I guess at that point I was just thinking like whatever I can do with moving PNGs across the screen. The one thing I know how to do in Vegas.
And what is the craziest thing that happened to you with like that? Yeah, basically what you got out of the YouTube channel.
Craziest thing that happened.
Or maybe, yeah, you could have, like, I don't know, let's say you met someone through it, or...
I guess it's kind of realizing how many people see your stuff. Because when you see the number across the different platforms, it's like, okay, my stuff's doing good, but it's not as crazy as this. I guess it's like internet culture. So people on the internet enjoy that, and internet people include the people that I watch. So when somebody like PewDiePie or 2Mad or Davey504 or Vsauce, Mr. Beast follows me on Twitter, that's like that feels very surreal to me. Like they saw something, they liked it enough to want to follow me.
Yeah, exactly. And also, but at some point, I feel like the numbers lose their value, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then you just do it because you enjoy doing it, and for the people that, of course, you got in contact with.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I'm not making airborne videos nonstop.
But you can still pick those up.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta hop on trends because that's what memes are, but I try not to do like the "We Are Number One" meme was a thing in 2016.
Oh yeah, it was a really big thing.
The Crash Bandicoot "Whoa" thing. Every video was getting 1 million views, so I made one every single day for a week. I try not to do that. I try to pick like the one idea that I think is the best, and then just make that one video.
At the same time, it's maybe a lot more relaxing to focus on one project instead of having 10 in a week or something.
Yeah, for sure.
And what is the best thing about YouTube?
Best thing about YouTube?
Or maybe, yeah, I don't know, like in general with like social media, what do you think is the best thing that Getting paid.
In general with social media, I guess like the idea that there's like a community of people that are all kind of interested in the same thing, no matter how weird or niche that is. There's going to be some organized subreddit for whatever tiny fringe community you've got. I think one that I think is really neat is the mashup community on SoundCloud. So it's all the DJs that are DJing not so serious stuff, like the Neil Cicerigas of the world. There's less than 30 of them, and you know they all stay in pretty close contact. They're all good friends, from what I've seen.
They get into unique communities. That's really cool, actually. And the best thing about being a YouTuber then, was it kind of the same, that you roll into those communities?
Yeah, I guess so. Having like the number next to your name, so you can just kind of join a server, tweet or whatever, and people are kind of like, oh, this guy's legit. He's doing this, and this. You got your own little profile following you around, almost like you're introducing yourself by having all that stuff linked to your username.
Yeah, it gets you in positions that the usual person doesn't get himself into. And did you ever get like hate or backlash for making a certain video?
I'm just thinking of the people on Twitter that are tweeting at Grande or Dolan or whoever, like Minecraft not funny, didn't laugh.
Oh yeah, there's so many.
That level of like, oh my god, please stop. And I've never understood that. I've definitely gotten terrible YouTube comments. I got adjusted to those at a pretty young age. Pretty good at disregarding them.
Yeah, you get a thick skin from that.
Unless it hits so close to home, it was something like that you doubted. Like, I don't know if I like this part of the video, but I don't think it's that big a deal. And then somebody points it out. Oh, that's when it's like, oof.
Yeah, then you know I should have spent more time on it.
Yeah, no, I try to distance sort of like any view that I may have as a person from the meme page. Like, I'm thinking if it's not a joke, it's not super funny, or it can't be kind of viewed as a joking tone, then like don't tweet it or post it. Yeah, that's done pretty well for me.
Yeah, it's pretty smart, and try to stay away from controversial topics and stuff.
I mean, even things like politics, you can touch on those. Like, you can give Donald Trump an anime sword, but don't know, I'm not going to hop in on anything.
No, exactly. That's smart. I mean,
Trying to articulate my words, but it's not that I don't have opinions. It's just I see it. Oh, this is a meme channel.
yeah, exactly.
Meme, Twitter, whatever. If it's not funny, then it's not following its purpose. Core values.
But of course, some people are like a little bit like touchy on the internet. That's the annoying part about it. Do your videos actually get demonetized? Because you make a lot of video, like music stuff.
Yeah, I'd say 2/3 of my videos are not monetized. They're either copyright strike or
that's
the red $sign.
That makes like a lot less like how to say this. That makes you a lot less motivated to keep doing it, right? Or do you look at it differently?
It doesn't mean I put less effort into something that I know from the start is going to get copyrighted, but I'll still start a video knowing that I won't make any money from it, just because I know it's going to get views and eventually bring people back to something that is going to have ads on it.
Oh yeah. And have you ever gotten like a weird sponsor offer from like a dodgy company?
These are good questions. I feel like it's all the stuff that like somebody that has worked in this type of job or hobby would know about. Yeah, I get all kinds of weird like offers in my inbox from people. When I was like 16, I got email from a CSGO gambling site.
Oh, those were runs.
Even though I did not make CSGO content, but I just rolled with it, and I got in contact with one of the admins, and they gave me like $200 to gamble with, like a knife or something. That was really weird, and I am almost positive they rigged the site to make my recording of the gambling site look good.
I've actually never seen that video.
I think I enlisted it in the
that's,
a year later, and the guy sent me an angry message like, "Why would you do that? We gave you this much money to post about it." And I'm just thinking, like, it was rigged. I'm not a CSGO channel. But it was a coin flip site, so it's just 50-50, and somehow I turned $200 into $800.
I mean, it was your lucky day then.
Yeah.
No, yeah, those were definitely dodgy, those companies, for sure.
Very dodgy. And me at 16 didn't see like the ethical issue of like, oh man, they rigged it for me, so I'm basically just taking the skins off other people. Or
yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. It's just
so that was a lot more money to me back then.
Yeah, right now you look at it differently, since now you know those people are dodgy, and it makes your whole perspective on it way different.
But yeah, aside from that, just the typical Raid Shadow Legends trying to get a spot in the video.
Raid Shadow. I even got an offer for that one as well. Raid Shadow.
Really well.
Yeah. Yep.
What they don't get though is I guess they don't watch my videos. They just look at the numbers.
Yeah.
Long videos, and they're like, "We want an 80-second ad in your video," and I'm thinking that doesn't quite work.
Yeah, and then your like 1/3 of your video is basically the ad. What is, in your opinion, what makes a meme great?
Open for interpretation. So the stuff that kind of lasts the longest is not something where it's a format and you get to go through the 10 variations of it, and there's 2 funny ones, and then you move on. Something like Doge kind of lasts around forever because it's, silly dog. Everybody knows what this thing is. The ones that can appear on your mom's Facebook feed, but also can be, okay, buddy, retarded.
I really like that answer, since you can be really creative with Doge, for example. Like you can make it on video edits or music edits, and you basically could do whatever with it. And with these template memes, it's just you're really limited, and like there's already gonna be like this and this version, and then you're done. So yeah, I really like that. I really like that. And what is like your favorite meme of all time, or maybe one of your favorite memes?
Favorite meme? I guess Doge. I've got a Doge mouse pad sitting on my desk right now that I got
Oh, really?
in 2014.
Oh, can you send me a picture of it? I'm really curious.
Really cool. Hold on, let me move my Mountain Dew out of the way and Doritos.
Of course you have that.
Yeah, I got it off some dollar mouse pad site from China.
Freaking Doge.
Send you a picture.
Yeah, I'll edit it into the podcast, so like for the YouTube viewers at least.
The mask out of the shot. Nasty face.
Oh, you need to boor
20
man.
minutes setting up the Doge mouse pad photo shoot.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a great one.
Okay.
I love it. I'll put it in the video. What is, in your opinion, the worst video you ever made? Or are we going back towards the sponsorship with the CSGO gambling stuff?
Yeah, that was pretty bad. When you make videos all day, you're like, I can edit anything. And then you try to edit like a gaming video or something, and you know how to use every button in After Effects and Sony Vegas, but it just doesn't turn out good because you're not used to that flow. I don't know, there's been some pretty shitty memes that I've made. Definitely the early on stuff where even though MLG is supposed to be shitty, it was just really shitty.
So it was like shitty.
Shitty. Like if you type in MLG Cyranek or whatever, I know I made like MLG Gandhi, MLG Indiana Jones, Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think I switched the name to like Guardians of the Kush or something.
Well, that sounds so MLG.
Stuff like that. Some terrible MIDI swaps here and there.
You gotta try out stuff, so at the same time, it's like, yeah, okay, you made a bad video, but I think that's part of the process, right?
Yep.
And
keep posting.
Now the opposite, like, do you have a favorite video?
Favorite video? I might have to go to I really like the stuff recently that I did with Max James. We made, I guess, he and his friend made original music based on a meme, and then I animated videos for it. So we did one for Lego City, the Build the Helicopter thing back in February.
Oh, yeah.
And that was like, I was like, man, he was able to make a song about Lego City in a day. So that's pretty neat. It was kind of testing the water. I wouldn't call it the best song ever. The next one we made was when Elon Musk had his kid and named him XAEA12. And the meme was, the kid's going to be a robot, how you pronounce the kid's name, all that.
Oh, yeah.
A song about that. And I spent a lot of time animating that in Cinema 4D and downloading all these assets. And that might be my favorite of all time.
And those are probably not demonetized, right? Since those were self-made songs.
Yeah, that as well. So
okay, that's huge.
Making all my money off of that one. Then I made a video for... So I've been given these kind of like SoundCloud rappers or rappers with a sense of humor ideas. So Staple God, we did a video for Charmin Bears. Do you have Charmin commercials where you're from?
I don't think so. No, I've never seen it.
So it's a toilet paper company, and their mascot's a bear. And they're just like infatuated with this toilet paper and how clean their heinies are. So the meme that I saw was, "Dear God, we just love shitting so much. These mascot bears." And so that's what the whole song's about.
I think you also made a Geico meme with Kanye.
Oh,
I laughed so hard about that one. It was so stupid, but I love it.
I love those. Just, it's sentence mix, but you just know they didn't say that. It doesn't sound good. Something dumb. That was kind of like Flying Kitty-esque, but for 9 seconds.
It's really impressive how he just always keeps up with his like high tier shit posting as well.
Yeah, he puts a lot of effort into that stuff, and he does it all in Sony Vegas, which blows my mind. Yeah, I would add that to the list of inspirations.
Flying Kitty, yeah, that's a good inspiration for sure. And what is your like favorite social media platform? Since I see you've been active on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, like which one is your favorite? Or are you active on more even?
Yeah, follow me on Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, SoundCloud, Spotify.
But you have all those.
I do have a Facebook. I do have a TikTok. I do have a Spotify. I do have a SoundCloud. I have a mentality that like if I don't make an account on those platforms and post my stuff there, somebody else is going to repost it for me.
Oh yeah, someone take your name as well.
So why not? Favorite platform though. I used to like Twitter a lot more because it's just a constant stream of stuff and I can post text or video or images. It's all mixed together. But browsing it recently has been painful
Yeah.
because even though I follow 1,000 people who are supposed to be YouTubers or meme people and I'm supposed to have a funny feed, I won't blame it on them. It's just the state of the world, you know.
It's how Twitter works. They push forward a lot of stuff, and then people like it, and that will end up on your feed. And yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, I guess as a poster, maybe Twitter, but the one that I use the most would be YouTube. Waste the most time there.
I don't see it as a waste. It's just
yeah, I get to say it's my job.
Kinda, yeah, kinda. Like I don't know if you have a job next to your YouTube account or like next to your YouTube channel.
I'm doing research.
Or you're trying to get into it.
You can say that as well. What is that?
You're trying to get a job.
I have a job currently. Or I guess I haven't graduated yet, so I'm not full time, but I'm working part time as a software engineer.
Oh, it's really cool actually. And you don't have to be like dependent on your channel, which is also huge.
That's pretty nice.
Are you actually close with any other YouTuber like Pluffaduff? I see you always make collabs with him. Like, is it also one of the guys that you're really close with, or just see him more as a YouTube friend?
Yeah, I would say I communicate a lot with Pluffaduff and a lot of those mashup creators. Not so much on a personal level. Like some of them I do have on Snapchat, and I'll send a picture back and forth. But I guess I'm bad about asking them about their personal life or anything.
That's also having your boundaries, right?
Yeah. So
yeah, I
don't know too much about them. I usually know like what their day job is and their first name, kind of what they're like and interested in. But I'm never like, hey man, how's it going? How's the girlfriend? I don't know if I'm respecting boundaries with that or I'm bad about seeing what people are up to.
Oh, you have a lot of like IRL friends. That's also an option.
Yeah.
Since I think that's also important to keep around, and then then it's not really necessary. Yeah.
Have friends in real life.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
Even if it's just 1, 2, 3 quality friends, just it's different talking to somebody in person.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Even in the same area.
It makes you ground level, in my opinion. Because I feel like a lot of people, how do I say this? On YouTube, once a number gets high, they are so invested into their channel that they forget about their like real life friends in a way, and they let their number influence how they are towards other people. At least I've seen it happen quite often, and then they lose them as well since they're having an ego and shit like that. And then they have nothing left since they abandoned their friends as well in real life.
Yeah. Stay humble.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to approach these things.
This is gonna sound like a Hallmark card, but the people that you've been going through life with are gonna be more meaningful than like online friends where you're just showing them one thing. You're selective on what you show them, I guess.
Yeah, it also depends how close you are, of course. But yeah, if you have boundaries like you did, then of course, this makes a lot of sense. Who's, in your opinion, the most underrated YouTube channel on YouTube right now?
The most what YouTube channel?
Underrated. Like, what is the most
underrated?
Yes. Or like
I'm thinking of channels like when they show up in my subscription feed. I never skip the video.
Yeah, you can look at it like that, or that you think that deserve more attention from YouTube.
Trying to think. Channels like that come to mind are already big, like Donkey. He could post anything, and if I see that name on it with a little new tag, I'm going to watch it. Might have to go through a list of who I'm subscribed to. I know that sounds bad, but
no, I mean,
like, are they really that great if I have to look them up?
Like, I'm subscribed to like 1,000 people. I can't remember all of them. It's just
yeah, I could be like, oh, the guy that made this video. Mega 64 is a channel that I watch a lot, and I've been watching for God knows how long, like longer than I've been posting videos for sure. And they only have 500,000 subscribers, and I think they're one of the best channels out there. They just don't do a good job of like advertising themselves, whether intentionally or unintentionally.
I mean, they may have their own community then, with like.
No, I think that's neat. It's not like they get like they're building their own fan base. It's not like they get a shout out from somebody or this sudden burst of followers from
I've seen
video.
I've seen it happen a lot. Then they get a huge shout out, the channel explodes, and it dies down so quick.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Or like you'll just I had one video blow up. It was the Meme Rewind 2019, and I gained 50,000 in a month, which is more than I've ever done before. But then I didn't see the benefit of that after that December.
Yeah, it's just a number. I had the same.
If you get a shout out from PewDiePie and you get 1,000 new subscribers, they're not really interested in you. They're PewDiePie fans.
Exactly. that's also that. Yeah, I had both things actually happen to me. The meme wind and what's it called? The PewDiePie shout out. And I feel like it's just people that are, of course, the meme wind helped a lot, but it's just that they only click it when I upload the meme wind. They don't click any other videos that I upload, or barely do that. At least it's only people that are heavily invested into memes that will stick around.
Yeah, sometimes lucky. It's the right audience.
Exactly, but
going back to the underrated channel thing, I could list off channels that are kind of up and coming. I feel like I'm good about finding smaller channels before they get big. Like I like to browse YouTube Haiku or whatever Reddit is going to bring some small creators to the top.
That's how I used to update my playlist all the time.
And I feel like I've had a reputation for commenting on every single YouTube video. I get that reply a lot.
You still do a lot? I barely see you in YouTube comments. Maybe because I'm also always really early, but
maybe I've toned it down a bit. I'm no Justin Y, but
yeah, I try to, like, of course, if I comment on every video, then that takes like maybe half an hour of my day, which is ridiculous. But I try to just, whenever I see a video that has a lot of potential to blow up, I just comment, and like 1 week later I see it back, I look back at it and get a lot of notifications from it, and then you know, like, okay, I was right. And that's usually how it goes with those things. But sometimes when I see a video of like 150 views out there, I remember commenting on a guy with a dirt rally edit, and he asked me how I found this video, and it's just funny stuff like that. It makes YouTube a lot of fun. Just comment on these random YouTube channels that have no following whatsoever, and they wonder how you came there.
That's a fun response to get. How'd you get here?
Also, did you ever make an edit and that you thought, I'm never gonna top this?
I don't think so, because I've always had this list of software that I'm trying to learn, or I say that I'm trying to learn, and it takes me forever to end up getting around to it. It took me 3 years to start using After Effects, another year or two to start using Cinema 4D, do some 3D stuff. Trying to think of what was really impressive, and I'd go back to that, maybe that Elon Baby music video.
And also the opposite, like what was something that you thought, I'm never gonna do this again? Or were you going back to the sponsorship again with
So guys, welcome back to my CSGO gambling channel.
I think you can actually kill your channel if you make those videos. It's ridiculous. Like it's so many bad vibes from those sponsorships.
Do you remember watching like all the MLG guys, and then suddenly it was like, hey guys, MLG's not funny anymore, so I'm going to be doing gaming videos.
Yeah, that happened really quick, yes. I think Jameski, that's how I kept following Jameski, actually.
So it was either, I'm going to be doing Minecraft videos, or I'm going to be doing cringe commentary like Leafy Clone type stuff. And I was like, I need to hop on this trend. And I made a channel where I talked into the mic over gameplay footage or whatever. I made 3 videos that did all right, but hated doing that despite being somewhat successful with it.
You need to like what you're doing, otherwise you can't keep it up for a long term.
So I stopped that. That was around the time where I'm hearing like, oh, Leafy's making $100K a month. Cyranek is making $50K a month off his YouTube videos.
Damn.
Get on that.
I still remember you streamed a few times, and I was in one of your streams. It was like, that was like 2015 or 16 maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say like 4 or 5 years ago. I go and check my Twitch, and the highlight is from God knows when.
Yeah, it was, you were streaming some CS:GO, and I joined it, and you had like a ridiculous echo with the microphone, and the whole stream was just a shit fest.
Oh, it was so bad.
And it was.
I was about to say that whenever we were dealing with the microphone in the beginning, I've never been able to set it up correctly, and then I play it back and it sounds fine, and I can't tell if the stream chat is fucking with me or not. Turn it up, turn it down.
Yeah, and that was the first experience I had with your. I think kind of, I say this, like hearing your voice for the first time, for example, and just getting in contact with you in that way. It was just exactly how I expected it to be, judging from your channel and just watching a live stream and just turn into a giant shit post.
That's my life.
It's fun.
Shit post.
It's a lot of fun, dude.
Don't take anything seriously.
I mean, not everything, but I mean, you can
maybe a couple things.
Yeah, you can poke fun at it. It's nice.
Were you making the playlist at that time?
Yeah, I started in 2015 actually.
Okay. I remember. I can't name a date when I first saw it, but I remember watching it. And
no, the thing was, right, I how to say this, I always saw like you, Dull and Dark, Grande, I guess the big channels, right, the big channels in general, like back then above 100k, since I was a small time, I was like I think 3,000 maybe or something, maybe even less, since it started all with the playlist. I always saw you guys as like the big guys, and it was fun to just I guess you like idolize you a little bit in that way, since I really enjoyed memes.
Oh, that's weird to think about.
Yeah, but it's just now you're in a call with the guys. It's just how times change is ridiculous. It's a lot of fun, and it's all because you just always collected memes that you enjoyed, and then you could somehow make a job out of it. And yeah, it just, life can be strange sometimes.
That's neat. I think it's cool. I don't know if this is sponsored by Neverthink or anything, but that whole app and idea is really neat. I was gonna say, I feel like the playlist captured the essence of like the TikTok For You page, where it's just endless content in really short bursts.
Yeah, that's exactly
like almost like a prophecy. Because I know maybe before I was even talking to you, there was another playlist that was really big at the time. Important videos.
Yeah,
important videos. Me and my roommates would sit around watching those for an hour or whatever, and then it'd become the new inside joke. Like, just, I don't know if it was your playlist or the other one, like Speed Race for the guy falling off the cliff, his scream, or something like that. We'd be quoting it to each other like for the rest of the week. Kind of a replacement for Vine, kind of rapid fire curated content.
And I remember with important videos as well, there was at some point I saw how ridiculous amount of views it gotten. And that kind of inspired me to always just keep going. Since in my opinion, important videos was good, but of course, all personal opinion. But the videos were just old, and he didn't update it anymore. So I was like, let me give it a try, right? And I was just trying to keep it updated daily at that point, and it turned into something. So it paid off in the long run.
That's neat. Yeah, I did notice. Like with your playlist, I could check in and be updated stuff.
Yeah, the smaller ones, the what's it called? The 4.0 is more what daily happens, and the big playlist is more for like the best ones of the week, for example, the best ones that I find, and they're jumping out because of all the others are like template memes, for example, and then you have some memes that are jumping out because some people are really trying to be creative with it, and that's for the main playlist. What is something that nobody knows about you on the internet that you want to share?
Nobody knows. My credit card number is 4342. What would be your example? Something in real life or something you've done online previously?
Let's see, maybe something unique that happened to you, or like, let's say you were in a newspaper because you did something, or I don't know, something like that can be fun.
I guess I have cool family members. I don't know how I got such an interesting family. On my dad's side, my grandma owned a water park at
Really?
some point before I was born. So we'd always have T-shirts from the water park sitting around. I'm trying to think of cool family connections. Like, of course, everybody's got a job, and whatnot, but we all do something interesting. Everybody does. I've got a family member that's a films location manager, and so Spy Kids was filmed in Texas, in Austin, and in my hometown, and I got to go on the set of Spy Kids.
So you also know Dings the Daily then? That's a good.
Somebody ring the dingster.
That's a good friend of mine, actually. Like internet friend.
Yeah. I could go off on a tangent about him. Me and a friend were having so much fun, like in tears. Like, really, this man has posted 400 days of dink.
I think he's at like 1,800 at this point. Let me see.
Oh, good God.
He's currently at 1,658.
Can't wait for 1,659.
Yeah, that will be tomorrow.
So yeah, I've gotten to go on some film sets, got to PA for some stuff, some small commercials and TV shows, cool connections, and then since I'm just listing off family members that have cool jobs, I have a family member, unspecific, who works in the awards business. So he does like company of the year. You get a little plaque. He's designing that.
Oh wow!
And I got to travel to Chicago with him one time, where they manufacture all these awards, and I guess one company is responsible for a majority of prestigious awards. So I got to hold a real Oscar. I got to hold a real Emmy. I got to hold a Super Bowl trophy and an MTV Spaceman.
That's really impressive, actually. Holy shit!
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool for sure.
Cool family members now.
Yeah, that is really cool, actually. Holy shit!
And it was like, I don't know if I should be mentioning this. It happened quite a while ago, so maybe I'm in the clear. But I wasn't allowed to post the picture of me holding any of those on Facebook. Like, technically, they're not supposed to exist.
Right, they're technically not supposed to exist.
Or I wasn't supposed to be holding them, or like Oscars are super. Like you make the one for the actor or whoever gets it, and then that's it. It can't be stolen.
Also,
so much money.
Didn't Kanye just piss on Emmy?
Yeah, he pissed on a Grammy.
Oh no!
4 minutes before I hopped in the call. Kanye, 100 tweets in the last hour.
Oh, he pissed on a Grammy. Oh my!
Loving it.
Yeah, he's loving it.
I hope it's just him hyping up whatever new thing he's putting out.
And maybe you even held that one in your hands. You never know, right?
Yeah, that could be the Grammy I held that he's pissing on.
Also, what would you change on YouTube if you had the power to?
Change on YouTube. I think they're doing it now, but I'd create some sort of feed for smaller, shorter videos, or allow people to create collections and post them to subscription feeds. Because right now you have to make a 10-minute compilation, which is a re-upload of stuff you've made.
Yeah, exactly.
Over Twitter. So if I could make that as an upload and have all those videos linked within, sort of like someone would post an album of music, that would be really neat. That maybe I was about to say reposting videos, but they've kind of done that with the community tab. So I guess just the emphasis on the shorter videos, maybe like a TikTok competitor.
I really wish YouTube would listen more to you guys. It's just, I feel like YouTubers in general have so many unique ideas about a platform, like what could be improved, and they are just doing their own thing. It feels like they don't care.
Yeah, I look at it and I see why they're shooting for the longer videos business-wise. Because in 2006, if you watched a video on the internet, it was on YouTube. If there was a viral video, it was on YouTube. But now, if your 20-second viral video becomes popular, you're probably seeing it on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, these short form content platforms. So to have a monopoly on the longer creator content, I guess, is a good business decision.
I mean, that's not bad.
As much as it hurts me.
Yeah. At least I noticed a lot with shorter videos. They barely get any traction. It was only like one video that really got into the trending, but other than that, no.
That's why we need the playlist.
Yeah, that I kind of helped myself as well with it. Also, do you have any future plans or goals for yourself?
Hit 1 million subscribers.
I mean, you're on the right track.
Ultimate goal. Yeah, I was kind of planning on doing that before I graduated college, so I could focus more on whatever I decided to get my job in. But I've been able to balance it part-time. And I've not slowed down significantly, so I'll reach 1 million eventually.
Yeah, keep it up. And also, are you gonna?
I'm not age 40 with 2 kids. My goal.
I mean, you still hit it then.
Yeah.
Also, are you gonna piss on the plaque if you receive it?
Oh man, if I hit 1 million next week, I'll piss on the plaque.
Okay, next week.
No, I mean I could piss on the plaque if there's a community desire for that.
It's full of Kanye.
Full of Kanye.
All right, I think this was it. But yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Also, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you check out the Neverthink app and follow my channel for more future podcasts and meme edits. You can also listen to Meme Writer Podcast on Spotify, so make sure you check it out as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one.